With the new year around the corner, I wanted to share some of the things that I decided that I will not buy in 2022. I actually filmed a similar video to this last year. It was my first time doing a no buy list. I actually went back and looked at that list, and I'm actually going to review that list with you guys towards the end of the video to show you guys my progress, share my accomplishments and my fails for 2021. But first, I wanted to share with you guys my no buy list for 2022. So let's just jump right in. The first thing, or things I should say, that I will not be purchasing in 2022 is additional streaming services. I actually need to go through my list and get rid of a few streaming services. I have way too many. I have Amazon Prime. Within Amazon, I have Shudder, I have Showtime, Paramount Plus, Hulu, which Hulu is technically free because I'm on Sprint or T-Mobile now. I have Peacock TV, I have HBO Max, so I definitely need to get rid of a few streaming services. There's no need for us to have so many. We actually don't watch TV that often, maybe like 2 hours a day, and I don't want to sign up for anything in 2022. This next one is going to be hard, I already know it, and it's to not buy an unnecessary amount of planners and journals. For some reason, I am a huge planner and journal lover. Like, I love buying new journals and new notebooks, whether I see it on Amazon or if I see a cute one in Target, I'll grab it. And there's no need to have multiple journals or multiple planners. Having one planner and one journal is good enough. Obviously, if I have to replace a journal because I used all the pages up, then I'll buy a new journal, but I just need to limit myself to one journal and one planner and just replace them as I need. Another obsession that I have has to do with mugs and water bottles. You can ask my husband, whenever I see a cute mug, I end up buying like 4 because I buy everything in sets of 4 and I just need to chill with the mugs. I have enough mugs in my life. I don't need any more. Okay, sticking with the kitchen theme, another thing that I need to stop buying in 2022 are kitchen appliances. We purchased a few expensive appliances like a new espresso machine, a new electric water kettle, and you know what? I think we're good for 2022. Our apartment is all stocked up. We don't need anything new. So for the new year, I'm definitely going to try not to buy any new toasters, any new blenders, or anything like that that's unnecessary. And I'm also very minimalistic when it comes to my kitchen appliances. I don't really like a lot of clutter in my kitchen, so I just need to remember that next time I'm in Crate and Barrel. Crate and Barrel is my weakness. Maybe I should just stay away from that store in 2022. Speaking about stores that are my weaknesses, another store or stores that I just need to stay away from or limit my trips to are Target and Home Goods. We go to Target multiple times in 1 week, which is so unnecessary. And at the Target that we go to, there's actually a Home Goods right next to it. So when I go to Target, I end up going to Home Goods as well, and I end up buying unnecessary things. Not to mention that we typically take an Uber to Target and Home Goods, so that's a waste of money there. And then on top of that, we spend money at Home Goods and Target. Normally, I just end up buying things that I don't really need, but I think are cute or I think I'll need in the future. And I just need to limit my trips there, especially since I have Amazon Prime. I can order everything on Amazon that I need, and I really don't have to go to Target and Home Goods multiple times in 1 week. Honestly, sometimes I'm just bored and I'm like, let's go to Target. We have nothing else to do. Why not? And then I end up spending $100 or $150 at Target for no reason. Had I just stayed home, watched a movie or something, I wouldn't have spent that amount of money on a unnecessary trip to Target. Now, the next item on my list is actually eating out less. We have gotten in a really bad habit these past few weeks to eat out a lot, especially with the app Uber Eats. We have been using that app so much. I need to make sure that we order groceries on a weekly basis, that we have our fridge, our pantry stocked, so I don't feel the need to go out and eat at a restaurant or order on Uber Eats because it adds up, and not to mention it's super unhealthy. I honestly prefer a home cooked meal over going to a restaurant or ordering on Uber Eats, but there are just some days when I'm just not really in the mood to cook, or I've been really busy and the idea of cooking for an hour overwhelms me and I don't want to do it, so then I'll go on Uber Eats and order something from there. Maybe I can start meal prepping. That could be a goal for the new year, meal prepping more, because I used to do that when I worked a 9 to 5 and I kind of just stopped, but it really helped us not to order out as much when we lived in Boston. So maybe I need to meal prep so I don't feel as overwhelmed when it comes time to cook dinner. So that could be a goal. I'm going to add that to my goal list for the new year. Right here on camera, why not? The next item has to be throw blankets. Similar to the mugs and water bottle situation, I have an obsession with throw blankets. And again, whenever I see a cute one, I'm like, oh, this is so cute. This would go perfect for Valentine's Day or Christmas, or it's so comfy, let's just grab it. And I need to chill. I don't need 500 different types of throw blankets. Maybe like 2 or 3 are perfect. I can switch them out whenever it's laundry day, which I already have. So in 2022, I don't need to buy any more throw blankets. I'm good. Unbudgeted vacations. I don't want to come across as like, oh, we don't budget for our vacations, like we don't have to. Like, no, not at all. We need to budget for our vacations. I think everyone should, regardless of what your bank account looks like, just because you end up spending unnecessary money if you don't budget. And for us specifically, I find that whenever we go on vacations, specifically when we visit family, we just go all out, which I don't mind paying for experiences. I'd rather much pay for experiences versus materialistic things that I will get tired of eventually. Experiences lead to new memories and it's always a fun time, especially when you do it with loved ones. But to an extent, have a budget for experiences, for food, for hotels, things like that, instead of just going on vacation, swiping our cards and not really realizing how much we spend. Like, life is expensive, I get it, but that is why we need to budget. Normally we're pretty good at budgeting in our everyday life, like when it comes to paying like bills, groceries, things like that. We're pretty good at budgeting, but for some reason for vacations we just never budget. Also, I almost wrote down not taking any vacations in the new year because for some reason the thought of getting on a plane right now and the thought of flying somewhere is just not appealing to me. I don't know what it is. Normally I would be all for a vacation. I'll be the first one to be like, yeah, let's go, let's hop on a plane, let's go somewhere new. But lately I just haven't really been in the mood to travel. Maybe it's because we've traveled so much in the past 2 years that I kind of just want to chill at home and I'm happy where I'm at right now, so I don't feel the need to travel. But I also didn't want to write down no vacations in the new year because we do want to visit family, so that technically counts as a vacation. So I didn't write that down, but we definitely need to budget. Cheap shoes are another thing that I just need to stop buying in the new year. They may seem affordable at first, but they end up just being a headache later because they're super uncomfortable or they break apart. So you end up replacing them more often than if you had just bought really good quality shoes, even if they were a little bit more expensive. And with that goes cheap furniture. Cheap furniture just ends up being more expensive because it doesn't last as long as a more quality, maybe more expensive piece. I mean, just because something's expensive doesn't mean it's good quality, but if you do your research and you really figure out what your style is, what you want your home to look like, that's better because then you won't get tired of that piece 6 months down the line and it won't break down 6 months down the line, so you don't have to replace it. So I definitely believe in investing in good quality pieces versus just going to IKEA and buying like a dresser or a nightstand to just fill up the space in your home. I just need to learn how to live with the empty spaces and be patient. Now it's time to go over my list for 2020 and let you guys know if I stayed true to my list of things to not buy in 2020 or if I completely failed. The first thing on my list for a no buy 2020 was cheap furniture, and as you guys just heard, I failed at this and it's going on my list for 2021 of things not to buy. Cheap candles, and I actually have stayed true to this. I did buy a few fall candles from Target that I found didn't activate my asthma, which were only $5, but they were actually really good. So I'm not against buying cheap candles like altogether, but certain candles that are maybe made with paraffin wax instead of soy or coconut wax, I stay away from, and I just purchase good quality vegan clean candles that are not toxic when they burn. And also also that don't activate my asthma. Kitchen gadgets. I have actually done a great job of not buying unnecessary kitchen gadgets. I did buy quite a few kitchen appliances like I mentioned earlier in this video, like a new espresso machine, but I actually wanted one and I love my espresso machine. But I didn't buy like garlic peelers or like avocado slicers or gadgets that are just going to take up space in my kitchen drawer. So that I have stuck with in 2021. Random home decor. This I've actually done a pretty good job this year. I haven't really bought any pointless home decor. Every home decor piece that I bought for my apartment has been thought out and are pieces that I can bring with me to my next place. Aside from a few pieces that I bought like the IKEA dresser, but the majority of the items that I bought for this apartment I can definitely see myself bringing with me to our next home. Makeup wipes. I've done pretty good. Beauty subscription services. I have quite a ton of streaming subscription services, but I did not sign up for any beauty subscription services in 2021. I actually have 0 right now. I've had 0 for the whole year, which was my goal, and I don't see myself signing up for any beauty subscription services in 2022. I think I'm done with those. Disposable items like dish sponges, paper towels, and dryer sheets. So to be honest, I have failed at this. I haven't bought a reusable sponge in a hot minute, which I know I definitely need to and I want to. And I started using dryer sheets, which I know is super bad. So I definitely need to do a better job in 2022 with those things. Excessive makeup. So I've done pretty good with this in 2021. I really haven't bought any new makeup unless I was replacing a product that I ran out of. I don't have a million of each product. I just keep it very simple, very minimalistic when it comes to my makeup. And yeah, I've pretty much kept up with that in 2021. Meat substitutes. This is another one that I've actually done pretty good at. I haven't really tried out any new meat substitutes. I'm okay with that. I don't even know if there are any new meat substitutes that went on the market this past year, but I've stuck with a pretty simple diet, plant-based, and I like it like that. And the last thing I wrote for my 2021 things I'm not buying was to not buy things solely because they're on sale. And I've gotten better at this somewhat. I used to be really bad when a store like H&M or Zara was having a huge sale. I felt like I needed to buy things because they were on sale instead of really focusing on buying pieces that I actually liked and I could see myself having for a long time. So I've gotten better in terms of that. But whenever I see a good sale for, let's say, mugs or throw blankets, I'm like, oh, this is such a good deal that I don't want to pass on. I've still failed. It's a 50-50. I've gotten better at not buying things solely because they're on sale to a certain extent. I definitely need to continue working on that and to ask myself, do I really need this item or do I just want it because it's on sale and I think I'll need it in the future? But all in all, I think I did a pretty good job in 2021 sticking to the things that I didn't want to purchase. I definitely could have done better and I'm really excited for my 2022 list. I want to film this video next year during December again and have a perfect score of not buying anything on this list, but who knows, I may do a great job, I may not, but I still like making these types of videos. And it's also really good to do these lists in your personal life because it helps you save money in the long run. If you look at things that you're wasting money that are unnecessary, this will help you recognize those things and enable or motivate you to fix those things so you save money and you're not wasting money on stupid things. Let me know if there's one thing that you do not want to buy in 2022. I would love to know. Leave it in the comment section below. And that's pretty much it for today's video. I really hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. I would love to have you a part of my channel and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye guys.